The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's West. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. These two will try to live up to last year's game as SC won a thriller.
And these teams play late in the year. Oftentimes they're beat up, physically worn down. This is a game that you've got to rise above all that. Mentally, you just have to be playing at a different level. Everyone's got to do just a little bit more. And last year, David, it was USC that just made a few extra plays to pull out the win against the Irish.
And I like that you mentioned late in the year because that also means there's so much on the line. Like a lot of times, playoff implications, not just bragging rights for the Jewel Shillelagh. This is also a game that means a lot for the college football playoffs.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on third down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Lets it fly on the move. And he's got it inside the 25. Best uniforms in the sport, and a play is made befitting with those threads.
Well, this is not the format to have a debate back and forth. Not the best uniform in sports, but definitely always a lot of flash and sizzle with USC offenses.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Discards a man. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Trojans want to move quickly. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They are out to send a message in this rivalry game, Jesse, and the quarterback has to keep his composure after taking a shot like that.
Man, and I've been on the receiving end of some of those hits in rivalry games. It is not fun. They hurt a whole lot more, David. It just feels different in games like this.
It just means more because these guys don't like each other, and you love making those big hits in big moments that they replay throughout the whole next year.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to the back. Oh, it's out. Bounced right back to them. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look and the replay booth will overturn the call. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. On the move. Keeps the legs moving. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockney's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's going to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Newt Rockney, Eric Parsegian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we could keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Quarterback checking off. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. And now on second down for this offense. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He's going to pass on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They move the tight end all over. Looking for a crease. It's West. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide out in motion. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Trojans line up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Makes a move. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here come the Irish back on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Here's the handoff. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback checking the play. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The give. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones wants to throw it. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Williams.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
The aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
4-2 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Under.
He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The play action fake. He's got it on the move. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
Unlock. Rolling. Alert.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Guys, one of the more iconic games in college football is being contested right now. Ohio State and Michigan, the game, and we've got the update. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Defense not showing press coverage. Pocket starts to collapse.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss.
And that's what the defense is supposed to do. Stretch the ball out, making sure they can go north and south, push it towards the sidelines, push it towards the sidelines. Eventually the ball carrier ran out of space, had to run out of bounds.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the returner will be knocked down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on them.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires the pass. Intercepted. At the 45 on his way. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Young. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Defense in press coverage. Jones to throw. Going for 6. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll throw it on 1st down. Feeling some heat. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Excellent field position here for the offense. The give to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Jones wants to throw it quickly to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but you got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. The inside handoff. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. Up-tempo for the offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got the tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider. Travel.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He's running free down the middle. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, USC! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Baylor has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up 14 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here come the Irish back on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the pass is intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Looking to go up top on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line. Quarterback will audible. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker or get it.
A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. The defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. These DBs going to give a little cushion. The give is to Williams. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Jones to throw. Finds his big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the tight end making the catch and playing physical. You're a big body guy, man. Make him feel that. Nice job breaking an extra tackle, getting some extra yards for his team.
Stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. A run for the quarterback. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And he's a little bit short, but how about the effort? At least he laid out. You see so many quarterbacks slide nowadays to protect themselves. He laid out for the first down. Unfortunately, he's a little bit short.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's looking to throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25.
On the
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On third down, going up top. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. He'll start this drive firing. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Line getting set on second down. They'll leave it with him. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Jones wants to throw it. Going deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads them.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Got his man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Trojans are in the hurry-up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away.
Completion, 2nd and 10 from the 39.
Lasso!
He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Gonna take a shot. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get it. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He's at the 50. Past the 30. 10. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
They want to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy walk.
The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Now the play fake. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never...
Fires toward the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Bringing it back. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Dude, you're just thinking hold them to 3, make them kick a field goal, don't let them score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.